Australian animals are a special brand of dangerous. Australia is home to some of the world's deadliest animals. And more often than not, they can be found in your backyard. Keep watching all the way to the end for the most unbelievable large Australian animal. Before we get on with the top 10 biggest animals in Australia, make sure you support us and subscribe to our channel on the bottom right. After that, hit the bell button below and we are good to go. Number 10. The Australian Sea Lion. One of the few creatures on Earth to prey on sharks. Meet the Australian Sea Lion. The Australian sea lion is endemic to Australia. On average, adult males measure between 2 to 2.5 meters in length and weigh a heavy 250 to 300 kilograms. Remember that this bulky creature can still knock out a shark, albeit a small one. Females, slightly smaller, measure between 1.3 to 1.8 meters in length and weigh about 61 to 103 kilograms. Usually, they spend about 58% of their time sea diving, using their flippers to propel themselves in the water. The rest of the time, when they're on land, they use those same flippers to walk. Don't let their funky walk confuse you. They're opportunistic foragers. In several cases, the diet of the Australian sea lion has been found to include squid, octopus, cuttlefish, penguins, southern rock lobster, Telost fish, and even small sharks. Their population is limited, with only about 14,730 animals sparsely distributed. The areas where they live spread from the Houtman of Rollhouse Islands in Western Australia, right along the southern Australian coast, and to the Pages Island in South Australia. Number 9. Emu. In 1696, when European explorers first arrived at the western coast of Australia during an expedition to search for survivors of a ship that had been missing for the 2 previous years, the crew found themselves staring into the eyes of one of the meanest, fiercest creatures they had ever encountered, the emu. If we're talking height, then the emu is the world's second largest living bird. In Australia, though, they're the #1 largest native bird. Their populations thrive in desert shrublands, sand plains, heathlands, woodlands, and in eucalyptus forests. Nowadays, they stick close to where Australia's big cities are located. If you're lucky enough to observe one, you'll find that it can reach up to 6.2 feet in height. With their characteristically long necks and legs, they're known to be able to travel impressive distances at great speed. When pushed into it, they can sprint at 50 kilometers per hour, or 31 miles per hour. Before we continue with the largest carnivorous marsupial in the world, native to Australia, just hit the like button to fully support us. Number 8. Tasmanian Devil. The Tasmanian Devil may not seem that large to you, reaching about 30 inches in length and reaching up to 26 pounds in weight. But you're looking at the largest carnivorous marsupial in the world, and they have a feisty personality to prove it. At one point in history, they existed in abundance throughout Australia, but now, possibly due to the introduction of the dingo wild dogs to the mix hundreds of years ago, their population is limited to the island state of Tasmania. These baby bears are the size of a dog with a bulky and muscular build. They have long front legs and shorter rear legs, which give them a pig-like gait when walking. However, stocky build aside, they can surprise people with their speed and endurance. If need be, they're powerful enough to scale trees and fearlessly swim across rivers. Their size and carnivore nature aren't the only things Tasmanian devils are famous for. When it comes to the power of their bite, they have the strongest bite per unit of body mass of any other extant predatory land mammal. Number 7. Koala. The koala certainly isn't the largest animal in all of Australia, not when the likes of our #1 largest animal exist. But it's highly regarded as a national symbol of Australia. The koala also isn't a bear, as the name koala bear suggests. Characterized by its large head, fluffy ears, spoon-shaped nose, and bulky bodies, the koala is known to have a body length of around 24 to 33 inches. It weighs between 9 to 33 pounds. Koalas aren't bears, they're marsupials, which means that baby koalas, often called joeys, are born immature, and over a few months period they develop further in their mother's pouches. Koalas are endangered. The few thousands that are left live in coastal areas of Australia's eastern and southern regions, in areas such as Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales, and South Australia. Number 6. Cassowary. Australia's notoriously dangerous animal population includes the second heaviest and the third tallest living bird, only slightly smaller than the ostrich and the emu. The cassowary is flightless. Adult cassowaries stand 5 to 6 feet, with some females reaching a mind-blowing 6.6 feet tall. They weigh about 130 pounds. Not only are they crazy fast, capable of running 30 miles per hour, but their kick has some serious power to it, aided by its massive size. If provoked, their attacks can inflict sometimes fatal injuries to other animals and even people. It didn't earn the nickname the world's most dangerous bird for nothing. Number 5. Great white shark. The man-eating great white shark's fearsome reputation may have been pushed by Hollywood, but if you lay eyes on one, you'll see that their size is pretty intimidating and reputation-worthy. Some female individuals have been found to grow up to a length of 20 feet long, a little smaller than the shark in Jaws, but still imposing. The largest known extant macropredatory fish, they can weigh from 4,200 to 5,000 pounds at maturity. Great white sharks have more recorded fatal attacks on humans than any other shark. Every year, there are about 5 deaths from deadly shark encounters in Australia, but conflicts are rare. Chances are, if a great white shark attacks, no matter how massive it is, it's mistaking you for a sea lion or a turtle. Number 4. Tasmanian tiger. The last known living thylacine was captured in 1930, but since they were the largest known carnivorous marsupials in the world before going extinct, they deserve a spot as one of Australia's largest animals. Native to the Australian mainland and the island of New Guinea and Tasmania, the thylacine is also more popularly known as the Tasmanian tiger, and it was a formidable predator. In fact, it was an apex predator during its time. Its appearance was eerie. The size of a medium to large dog, it also had a stiff tail and the abdominal pouch that kangaroos are known to have. They're called the Tasmanian tiger due to their striped lower backs. Their other nickname, the Tasmanian wolf, is due to their canid-like characteristics. One unique and terrifying feature that it had was an unusually large and muscular jaw, which could open up to 80 degrees, revealing 46 razor-sharp teeth. A Tasmanian tiger stood 60 centimeters tall at the shoulder. Their bodies were 100 to 130 centimeters long, and their tail alone ranged from 50 to 65 centimeters long. On average, their weight was about 12 to 22 kilograms, but some reached 30 kilograms. Number 3. Saltwater crocodiles. There is no wrestling this crocodile. The saltwater crocodile is without competition the largest reptile in the world. Affectionately nicknamed salties, they're absolutely massive. Most often in Australia, you can shrug off most large animals, but there's no ignoring the imposing crocodile. On average, these killer crocs are 14 feet long, with males much larger than females. Some have been found to reach intimidating lengths of 18 feet. Weight-wise, they're even more terrifying, weighing anywhere from 1,200 to 2,200 pounds. Saltwater crocodile's diet included everything and anything it craves and is available. If it's a human, then sure. If it's a large prey such as a buffalo or something as difficult as fish or birds, they're large and fierce enough to drag them into the water and have a feast. If you want to find them or know where to avoid them, their range is from Western Australia in Broome to the Northern Territory coast and to Rockhampton in Queensland. Number 2. Earthworms. This list has almost entirely consisted of animals with fierce reputations that are often seen. But for this next creature that Australia has managed to come up with, we figured it deserved a notable mention. Feast your eyes on the earthworm, the largest worm in the entire world. It doesn't need legs or claws to scare the life of Australians or tourists. It just needs to slither by. On average, the earthworm is a chilling 3 to 9 feet long, and unlike nearly all other worms, its lifespan is scary long. Usually invertebrates don't live that long, but the earthworm is the exception, living up to 10 years. Most of the time, though, they stay hidden. The only occasions where you're likely to see a monster like this is when they're coming in and out of their burrows. The area where they can be found in abundance is in Gippsland, in southeastern Australia. Number 1. Red kangaroo. The most well-known and most loved Australian animal, the kangaroo. Relatively common throughout Australia, the largest kangaroo type is called the red kangaroo. The red kangaroo dethroned the Tasmanian tiger as Australia's largest extant marsupial and largest terrestrial mammal native to the continent. On average, if it stood up straight, the top of the head of the red kangaroo measures a whopping 4.9 feet tall. Males usually weigh twice as much as females, with females 40 to 88 pounds heavy. and males anywhere from 121 to 198 pounds heavy. It's due to their size, their powerful hind legs, and their strong tail that they're able to do what they do best: hop and leap. This type of kangaroo can hop at a speed of 12 to 15 miles per hour and run 43 miles per hour. Over long distances, such as over 1.2 miles, it can sustain a speed of 25 miles. One male can cover 26.2 to 29.5 feet in just one leap. How high can it reach? A neck craning 5.8 to 9.8 feet. They're common all over Australia, but they can almost always be easily found in Kangaroo Island off the coast of South Australia and in New South Wales. That was all for today, guys. Let us know in the comments what you thought of these massive animals. What would you do if you encountered one of them? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep creating videos for you. Till the next one.